Hi, I'm Andy Levison. Welcome to video number 7 in this 10-part field production instructional series entitled The Basics of Using the Accessories in Staten Island Community Television's new field production kit. Here are all of the accessories included in the kit that I did not already go over in the previous 2 videos. They are the on-camera light, the batteries for the on-camera light, the AC power supply and charger, the sun hood for the LCD screen, a compact roll of black and yellow gaffer's tape, mic clip and cold shoe mount for the handheld microphone, the cloud mic activator, a small remote control for the camcorder, white paper to be used for doing a manual white balance, an SDXC and SDHC card reader, lens cleaning fluid and wipes, Canon's quick start manual for the camcorder, and last but not least, a picture of the inside of the camera bag. If you borrow this equipment, please refer to this picture before returning the equipment so that you can put everything back in their designated places, allowing us to check you in very quickly. Thank you. One other note, all the items in this field production kit are to be kept together as a unit. Even if you are going to be filming nature videos exclusively and have absolutely no need for the on-camera light, handheld mic, and audio cables, they must be kept in the kit. We don't have a way of efficiently storing many random accessories in our equipment room and then getting them back into the kit when you return it. So please just keep everything together and take it with you. The bag is on wheels, so it's very easy to transport. Here is the on-camera light and its 2 batteries. To mount a battery onto the light, line up the terminals and then slide the battery to the left. You will hear it click into place. Attach the light to the camcorder by sliding the light's cold shoe into the camcorder's accessory shoe. Spin the locking screw down to secure the light in place. To position the light in the same direction as the lens, loosen the adjustment knob, find the perfect angle for the light, and then tighten the knob. On the left side of the light is the power switch. Flipping it on allows you to see the LED indicators which show the light's current color temperature, percentage of maximum brightness, and the amount of battery power left. The dial located above the power switch adjusts both the color temperature and the brightness. Turn the dial and you will see one of the 2 options adjust. In this case, the brightness. Press the dial in and you will hear it click, activating the color temperature adjustment. If you are outdoors or next to a window indoors and feel that you need to add a little more light to your subject, I recommend that you set the color temperature to 5600 K. If, however, you are indoors, I recommend that you dial in a color temperature of 3200 K. Adjust the brightness of the light to achieve what your eyes judge to be the best look of your subject as viewed on the camcorder's LCD screen. By the way, when you attach the on-camera light to the camcorder's balance on the tripod will change. To check whether the camcorder is balanced in a neutral position, release the tripod's tilt lock. If the camcorder tilts forward or backward, you can loosen the tripod plate locking screw and slide the camcorder slightly backward or forward until it is balanced in a neutral position, and then tighten down the tripod plate locking screw again. The next item that I'll go over is the AC power supply and charger. If, for example, you're going to be filming nature or sports videos all weekend, the 4 batteries that we supply with the kit may not last. But that's okay, because when you get home in the evening, you can charge the batteries one at a time while attached to the camcorder when it's connected to the AC power supply and charger. To connect it, start by unwrapping the Velcro straps from the cables. Connect the AC power cord to the power supply. Then plug the power supply into the DC in port on the back of the camcorder by lifting up the flap that's just to the right of the battery. It's the lowest of the 3 ports. Then plug into the wall outlet. You will notice that the camcorder's power charging light comes on. This indicates that the battery has automatically started to charge. When charging has completed, the light will go out. It takes about 4 hours to recharge a battery that was completely depleted. You are now also set up to power the camcorder with AC wall power instead of using a battery. Simply slide the power switch on the camcorder from off to camera and the camcorder will power up. Take note that when the camcorder is powered on, the battery will not charge. In order to charge the battery, slide the camcorder's power switch from camera back to off. Then the battery charging will resume. Incidentally, the cords on the AC power supply are relatively short, so if you're going to be filming with the camcorder plugged into a wall outlet, you will probably need an electric extension cord, which we'd be happy to loan to you at your request.
The 4 batteries in the field production kit will not last all day long. The length that each battery will run will depend on a number of factors, including whether you're shooting 4K, whether you are filming outdoors in the heat, forcing the internal fan to run at a high speed, and whether you're zooming in and out a lot. All of these factors will contribute to drawing a lot of power from the batteries, causing them to run out very quickly. So the AC wall power, especially if you're filming all day long, is the way to go. And it will be especially helpful if you know that you need to film something continuously, such as, for example, a lecture that is going to run for about an hour and a half or 2 hours, and you know that the battery, when you're zooming in and out, and if you're shooting it in 4K, is not going to last that 2 hours. What will happen is that you'll have to stop recording, power off the camcorder, detach the battery, put a new battery on, power up the camcorder, wait for it to light up, start recording again. Let's say that takes a minimum of a minute to do that. Well, that's 1 minute of that lecture you would have lost. If you were using the AC power supply, that will allow you to film continuously regardless of how long the lecture is. So a great way to go if you are near an outlet and the AC wall power is available to you.
When you are filming outdoors on a sunny day, reflections on the LCD screen may make it hard to see the image. That's where the sun hood can be helpful. Open up the Velcro back of the sun hood, position the sun hood over the LCD screen, and then close the Velcro straps around the back of the LCD screen. Now most of the reflections and glare will be eliminated. And remember a tip from video number 5. Press and hold the display button until you see the LCD screen get brighter. Combining the brighter screen with the use of the sun hood will make it much easier to see your image outdoors.
In the previous video, which is number 6, the basics of recording audio, I demonstrated the use of the handheld mic. Here are 3 accessories for that mic: the mic clip, cold shoe mount, and the cloud mic activator.
The handheld mic comes with this mic clip and cold shoe mount already attached to it. At your request, we can loan you a mic stand to take out on your shoots. Just unscrew the mic clip from the cold shoe mount and then screw the mic clip onto the top of the stand. Then slide the mic into the clip, attach the cable, and you're good to go. The cold shoe mount can be helpful if you're going to record in a very loud environment, like a rock concert, which is too loud for the highly sensitive on-camera mic. You can use the cold shoe mount to attach the far less sensitive handheld mic to the camcorder. Screw the cold shoe mount into the mic clip and then slide the cold shoe into the accessory mount that is on the top of the camcorder and tighten the locking screw. Then slide the handheld mic into the clip. Detach the short mic cable from the back of the on-camera mic and plug it into the handheld mic. Now you are ready to record in a very loud environment. This is another audio accessory for the handheld mic. It's called the Cloud Mic Activator. When used in conjunction with the handheld mic, it will boost the signal up to 20 decibels while maintaining pristine audio quality. Describing how and when to use this miraculous little device will get a little too technical in this basic series of videos.
We can teach you to use this device during your hands-on training. Another accessory that you might find very helpful is this tiny wireless remote control.
If you're in a situation like me, serving as your own camera person, you will love this miniature remote control. It allows you to zoom in and out, plus start and stop recording while out in front of the camera. FYI, the remote control will only work when you have the LCD screen pointed towards you. So when you step out in front of the camcorder, remember to flip the LCD screen towards you, or the camcorder will not respond to you pressing the buttons on the remote control. Another important tip for when you are recording yourself on camera: play back the clip before you move on to your next shot in order to be sure that you are happy with the recorded video and audio. See video number 5 for a demonstration on how to play back your video clips in camera. In the small front pocket of the camera roller bag, you'll find the lens cleaning fluid and wipes. It's more likely that you'll need to use them to clean the LCD screen than the lens, because the LCD is a touchscreen. If you see fingerprints on the screen, take out one wipe. Put only one drop of cleaning fluid on it, because lens wipes have minimal absorbency, so if you use more than one drop, you will just be pushing the fluid around on the surface and causing streaks. Once you see all the fingerprints gone and the screen dry, you're done. This little accessory might be very helpful to you. It's a card reader for the SDXC or SDHC cards. When you borrow our field production kit, before returning it to us, it is highly recommended that you make at least one copy of your video footage onto your home computer or hard drive, and a second copy of your video footage onto a portable hard drive that you will bring to our television station to connect to one of our Apple iMac Pro computers for editing with Final Cut Pro 10 professional video editing software. Just keep in mind that when you return the field production kit to us at your scheduled appointment time, we will immediately reformat our SDXC card, so your footage will be erased if you used our card. To make a copy of your footage using the SD card reader, pop the card out of the camcorder. Slide it into the large slot on the card reader, and then slide the card reader into a USB slot on a computer. Plug in a hard drive that you're going to use for editing, then copy the footage from the SDXC or SDHC card onto the hard drive. In video 10 in this 10-part series titled Basic Video Editing with Apple's Final Cut Pro 10 Professional Video Editing Software, I will go into details on how to import your video footage for editing. A final note on the card reader: it also has a tiny card slot for reading micro SD cards, common in action cameras like GoPros and some smartphones. We include some sheets of white paper in the top of the roller bag that can be used to do a manual white balance. You can learn how to do a manual white balance during your hands-on training at the television station. In the roller bag's thin side pocket, you can find the Canon camcorder's Quick Start Guide. For a PDF file of the full version of the manual, do a Google search for Canon XF400 Manual. Now, I would like to recommend 3 accessories for you to buy instead of borrow from us, an SDXC or SDHC card, a portable hard drive, and earbuds or headphones. As mentioned, when you return the field production kit, you will also need to return our SDXC card that's in the camcorder. You might want to invest in your own SDXC or SDHC cards so that you can take the footage that you just shot home with you. If you plan on shooting in 4K, I recommend that you get an SDXC card because they have much more capacity to hold the very large 4K files. Make sure that the card is speed rated to record 4K video. If you are going to be editing your show on one of our Apple iMac Pro editing systems, then you might want to invest in a portable hard drive. Your video project will need to be located on an external hard drive, one that has a Thunderbolt 3, USB Type-C, or a USB Type-A interface, which would allow it to be connected to our iMac Pro computers. We do not allow people to put their video editing projects on our computer's system hard drives and desktops for two reasons. One, each computer's hard drive is relatively small and would fill up quickly. And two, you would have no way of securing your project. Anyone who used a computer would have access to your footage, and your project could be easily messed with or deleted. So for these reasons, you might find it attractive to buy your own portable hard drive. When shopping, research hard drives that have the speed for video editing. If you are going to be filming in 4K, it is preferable to get a drive that has a Thunderbolt 3 or USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type-C interface. Solid-state portable hard drives are the latest and greatest for editing 4K video, but they can be quite pricey. For now, I'll just comment briefly that for most community television video projects, filming in HD resolution will be more than sufficient video quality and offer a number of additional benefits over 4K, including being able to use less expensive hard drives. Finally, I would like to recommend that you use your own earbuds or headphones to monitor your audio. You can borrow headphones from us. However, I prefer to use my own earbuds, primarily because I can still wear a hat while wearing the earbuds, and I find it comforting to know that my ears are the only ones that have touched them. If you decide to buy any of these three items instead of borrowing them from us, I recommend that you only invest in top-rated products. The difference in price between a top-rated SDHC card, for example, versus a lower-rated card is just a few dollars, but can make the difference between perfect, reliable recording of your show or a corrupted, unusable file. Saving a few bucks is not worth risking all your investment of time, creativity, and passion that you put into your shows. So check the ratings carefully. One final note that I want to give you about accessories is that the roller bag has an interior light. There's a switch in this corner pocket that turns on this LED light strip, which I'm sure you'll find helpful to see the accessories on the inside of the bag. When you borrow this equipment from Staten Island Community Television, my strong recommendation is that you repetitively set up the tripod, mount the camcorder, insert your SDXC or SDHC card in the camcorder, turn the camcorder on and format the card. Plug in the handheld mic and your earbuds and monitor the sound. Zoom in and out. Use all the accessories. Make practice recordings and play them back to check them out. I promise that if you do this incredibly non-glamorous practice, that when the time comes for you to record something that is important to you, you will be ready and capture the moment. A good starting point might be to watch the first 9 videos in this series multiple times, so that when you come in to take your hands-on field production training, you'll have a good foundation of knowledge
and you'll be able to speed right through the hands-on training in a fraction of the time. In the next two videos in this series, which are numbers 8 and 9, I will go over how to pass the 2 tests required to get your official Staten Island Community TV Volunteer Field Production Certification, which earns you the privilege of using all this great new equipment for free. See you then.